Hi, my name's Rebecca. I'm 30 years old. I'm from Zanesville, Ohio, and this is the financial audit. And south?
North and south.
I think it's north.
Do you not even know your own town? Your river goes north and south.
Yes.
So east and west.
So east and west. So like
you're the realtor of the town and you don't know directions?
I don't know north, south, east, and west. I don't know that.
And you need to tell people about areas of towns? Are you kidding me?
No, that's why we have GPS. Put it in your GPS.
That's not how you describe areas of towns to people, is type it in your GPS. Okay, yeah, go on. What area is the bad side?
So it would be the west.
And you're on the east.
My first house is on.
So maybe you can't charge as much as you think.
That's why I'm charging $800.
It's only 24,000 people in that town. A declining population, by the way. I wouldn't be buying rental properties in declining populations. It's literally gone down approximately 5% over the past couple decades, 5-10%, and it's continuing its decline. And no offense to Appalachia in general, it's actually a very beautiful area and lots of great history and stuff, but not historically known for the best job markets. I wouldn't be so confident on the selling or rental of the thing. I understand you do comps and maybe the person just got lucky. Sometimes people get lucky in the selling of their house across the street. But come on, it's a declining populating area in the most impoverished area of the country, the Appalachians.
But I mean, people still always need places to live. Like
yes,
we have,
but they buy them in opportunistic areas. And clearly people do not need extra places to live there with a declining population.
It says it's declining because it doesn't.
Yes.
I mean,
I don't give a shit about your feelings.
I mean, I understand, but I don't feel like it is.
That doesn't matter. That's not how this works. How are you going to get anywhere ever? Feel? That's how you're getting the value of your house. Feel?
I mean, more houses have sold this year than in the past like 3 or 4 years in that area. Just since I've been in the business.
And you know what happens when people buy houses? You know what happens? It means people are selling houses too. I wonder where they're going in a declining city.
I mean, everyone that I've helped sell and then move, they've all moved.
And we all know anecdotal is the basis for reality. I don't know. I'm not saying don't live in the town you love in. It's just like all this confidence of the rent numbers and the value of the house. And when you're in a statistically the declining area of the country, like the definitive declining area of the country. It's like they never diversified when coal was as high as it was. They never diversified. And it's also really hard because in Appalachia, you cannot build. It does not have very good arable land. So that is very difficult. It's not like the breadbasket of America. It's not even close. And because there is less flat line, it's also harder to build manufacturing in general. It's a very difficult area. You can't build server farms for more modern technology. It is very difficult. Even if you're producing green technology, that's what a lot of people on like certain political ideologies, like they're like, oh, let's invest in green energy to make up for the loss in coal production for there. But it's really hard to invest in that area because in order to build windmills or solar factories, it requires a lot of land, and they do not have the proper land in Appalachia. I'm just saying, it's just your overconfidence in an area that I actually find to be beautiful and love is still technically declining. We can talk about it in a rational and reasonable way. You're also negative money, and you had negative money. You were under in your checking account.
No.
Yes.
That is a checking account that I opened when I was 16 and started working. That's connected to my parents' account. So I don't.
So they were negative?
No. I don't keep money in that account. That account doesn't.
Right, at 58 cents.
Yeah.
But why am I seeing lowest balance, negative $105?
Because sometimes I set up like my auto pays and I don't remember they're going out. So I have to transfer money from one.
What is this $8,000 in this other one?
Because that's my personal account. That's the account that I use.
The $8,000, is this what you considered your emergency fund of 5?
No.
That's separate.
Yes.
Why is there $8,000? If there's interest accruing on a card that is literally a couple $100s, why would you have $8,000 in this checking account? That's so stupid.
I don't know. I guess that's an emergency fund in my head.
Wait, so where's the $5,000 then?
In a different account.
But you called that your emergency fund. So why is this your emergency fund?
That's not my emergency fund.
You just said this is my emergency fund in my head.
In my head. Because I have two separate ones. Because
why would you have two separate emergency funds?
Because in the account that I don't touch, that's my emergency fund.
Correct.
That one is that I need if I needed money for anything.
Anything fun?
Yeah, like if I wanted to
First
take
of all,
a
it's
trip over,
declining. I
need to
love
pay.
the $8,000, but it went down from 10,005.
Yeah.
So it looks like we had a
Those
couple
were-
good months, and it's supplementing our bad months.
Those were payments.
Yeah, that is a realtor. You kind of have to do that a little. So I guess we can't really fully celebrate the 8,000 because it is going down, and it goes down until we're able to replenish with the good months to supplement us to our bad months.
Right.
That's just the uniqueness of your job. 2 Starbucks, and then 2 more Starbucks, and a Venmo payment of $10, Venmo payment of $50, Zellen out $33, and Venmo payment of $75. Not great. 8,000. How often do you get a commission check?
This year I've gotten 12 of them, so I average about one a month. Well, 13.
And what
this
are
year.
we're feeling about 4,000, 5,000 per commission check? Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's get your cost of living. Let's get what you need to survive. And then we can determine what to actually do with this money. This is interesting. I'm kind of excited. We might have an opportunity to actually fix something. Okay. Debt minimum monthly payments, 103, 115. I'm going to count your secondary debt payment, or your second mortgage, the one you're not living in, as a debt payment as well. So debt minimum monthly payments is $1,397.73. What comes in, not including the rent. So what comes, you said they pay $600 in rent?
They pay 8.
Okay, so then what comes in is going to be now $5,000. Well, you need to set 6% aside. Oh, well, let's set 10% aside. We need to set money aside for taxes for that too. Okay. So after tax, you're setting 20% aside for tax. We're going to set 30% aside total for expenses and everything. So we're going to add an extra $560. So we're going to call your income, after you're properly setting aside for taxes and expenses, $5,720. Okay. Then, of course, your current mortgage is $1,186.35. Are they taking care of utilities and everything, and internet and all that good stuff on their house?
They pay their own.
Good. What about your utilities and internet? Gas, electric, internet, trash, blah, blah, blah.
It's really cheap. My gas is $40. My electric, the last 3 months, has been $90.
Yeah.
My trash, water, and sewer is all together, and it's $70.
Internet?
Internet is $40.
Cool. Vroom, vroom, drive, drive, gas. So only 5 streets in the town, so can't be much.
No, I spend a lot on gas.
Yeah, because you drive back and forth all
I
the
drive
time.
a
How
lot.
much?
Yeah. I would say $500 a month on gas.
Car insurance?
$555 a month.
Because the wreck?
Because of, wrecks and speeding tickets.
Tickets? You didn't have to take the quizzes to get it off your record?
Yeah. No. Wait. I don't even know what that... You can take quizzes to get speeding tickets off your record?
It's probably dependent by state, and maybe Ohio doesn't have it. But most places, yeah. They're like your first ticket over the course of like a few years. Like your first ticket in a few years, you get it. But they're like, here, pay a little bit more, but take this quiz.
No, I've never been made aware of that.
Okay. Well, maybe not. Groceries for you and the kid. The kid is off the nip because it's 4. Yeah. Okay. So the kid has to eat. We could do $500 a month. TP fund, anything else you need to survive, throwing you and your kid in this, $200. So anything he needs, anything you need. Some months are going to be lower, some months are higher. We're deferring some for higher months, depending. Phone bill.
$110.
That's a lot.
It's a phone and a tablet.
Well, a tablet.
Like an iPad. It's a phone
with service?
and an iPad with service.
It's not the worst. If you didn't have that, I would say do Helium for $15 a month, but they don't do tablets as far as I know. Actually, they probably do. The
tablet I use for work, and then I let my son play on it sometimes. So it was
he's an iPad kid. It's every kid today.
No.
Medical, healthcare?
No.
Nothing. No medications. Gym for all the trainers. Okay. Pet insurance. Do you have pets?
I have a puppy. I just got a puppy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Get him pet insurance immediately. We'll do $40. How much for dog food on a monthly basis?
Like $75 for a bag.
Okay. 1 bag a month?
Yeah.
Anything else that I have not put in your budget that needs to be in your budget?
If you're not including like the leads that I pay for, then that
yes.
needs to
Okay.
be in
Business
there.
expenses. How much?
Just
like give me everything.
$300 a month. $300 a month.
Literally, if one thing goes wrong, this is all. but $5,104.08. Unfortunately, there's really no room for fun if we're going to start paying off debt. But literally, if one income source, if they don't pay rent for a month, if they don't, because you only have an extra 615, 9.92 on a monthly basis. One thing goes wrong with one of the sources. The good father becomes a bad father and decides to flee to Mexico and doesn't pay anything. Boom, gone. Or he dies, or who knows. They stop paying rent, or they move out. You have a hard time finding a tenant. I want you to work on behaviorally paying this off, and I want you to keep that house for now. Let's try to pay it off while you can keep the house, the rental, okay? What's the interest rate on that rental?
2.1.
Love it. What about yours?
My interest rate right now is a 7 on my
Okay.
house.
Well, hopefully we refinance that when the rates are lower. Could probably get it for about 6 today, but you don't want to refinance until you save about 2%. Okay, so $600. I'll certainly pay off that $561 in the first month, or Capital One first month, Quicksilver second month. That $600 is good to go. You're not manifesting closings of houses.
Why can't I manifest closings of houses?
That's not guaranteed.
It is in my mind.
Are you able to comprehend what you literally just said?
Technically, I don't spend out of my bank account. I only spend on credit cards.
You understand you have to pay the credit cards.
Honestly, I just like to spend money.
I don't want to be in debt forever, so I don't look at my numbers. What the f*** are you talking about?